hit the button. Come on, brother. Gotta watch.
Fat thumb.
Fat thumb.
Watch the button.
Hey, Shalom, Ben GBC, bro.
That's enough for a Negro.
Absolutely.
We gonna move the newborn 2 weeks to you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know what? That's a good idea.
The big done that.
Right.
We good too, right? Real good.
Shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone of Branch in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Yikakodash.
Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all of our fellow laborers that do this work with sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Now more so than ever, the would-be judges, the 144,000 at Tabernacle of David, ordained to be the ruling class people, the ruling class government here upon earth, over all other nations, all other races, all other people. All right? By who the world falsely and fraudulently calls JC. His name is Yahweh Shai. Always was, always will be. And to the rest of the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, among the heathen nations, that have the appearance of the heathen nation. This is not a black only thing. And the few Aqua, meaning the sisters that are listening and learning, we say shalom. All right, so we're just gonna jump right into this thing. If somebody can hold on deck Revelation 17:16, because you got a problem with America, has a problem with the other nations. And I don't know if brothers are aware, but Turkey is taking stances and militarizing its borders with Syria. And it's open talk now of the Israelis versus the Turks. And the truth be said, the Turks would completely annihilate the Israelis. The Israelis aren't, and when you say the Israelis versus the Turk, that really means America, because the Israelis can't fight a war on any front, let alone multiple fronts, without the aid of Babylon. While Babylon is suffering and people are broke, broke beyond, it's something like, I think it was 78% of the country don't have money in the bank for $1,000 for emergency. And then even more than that and more than, I think it was 50%. And then 78% are living paycheck to paycheck. 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Meaning if anything happens,
shit up the creek.
They fucked. They trying to figure it out. They robbing Peter to pay Paul. They borrowing, robbing, stealing, going to them high price, crazy loan, car loan stuff, or whatever the hell they need to do just to survive, man. But meanwhile, Israeli citizens worldwide are living good, including here in America. But Americans are suffering,
especially Gary, Indiana. And then I've come to find out there's actually 2 or 3 other cities.
There's 5.
They're 5. Right?
They call it the region. I was gonna play a video on it. They refer to the area, northern Indiana, as the region, from Valparaiso all the way to Gary, all the way to Hammond. Some parts of Hammond was in the dark too.
Right.
Okay. And I was going to add, it was not only that region, because you're right, but I think in Georgia, and then and I don't know if it was Oklahoma, another place. There's about 2 or 3 cities nationwide right now that have been affected by storms that have been without power for over a week or 2, and
Play something.
Bible study.
Just test out the new system. But this Edomite says it right. Just listen to him. Wait a minute. What happened? I'm not linked up no more?
Well, you know what? We'll try to turn it back on.
There it is.
It turns off at the stream.
There we go. That's how I say this thing like a woman. Act like a woman. But listen to what he says.
Indiana is a testing state. Is a testing state. Indiana is a testing state. Indiana is a testing state, people.
And I said it before he did. I said it in a lesson a couple days ago. all right, is definitely a testing state. And just like when they ran the COVID scam, right? When more people died from the COVID shot than they did from the COVID disease, right? You know what? Just do it over there off camera, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just pour it.
We'll pass the cup
Yeah,
to
do
you.
it off camera and bring it back. And just here. There you go. 2 fingers. All right. And it's definitely a testing state because Esau. Well, somebody get Isaiah 29 and 15 real quick, because the thing is that Esau is constantly in the past tried to hide his, but it's getting to the point now. It's just like Yaki said, fuck it, we the devil. You know, they're coming to that whole Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 11. Somebody can grab that as well, because it's almost like both are in play.
Isaiah 29.
Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Jehovah, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us? And who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the pot of clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he hath no understanding?
Let me speak on that.
So it said it right there. It said, woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel. Esau, Edom, first of all, let any major Edomitish so-called white man, white G neighborhood go and have a power outage. They will have 20,000 trucks to put up their lights.
It wouldn't happen in Lincoln Park.
It would never happen downtown.
It would not happen on the Gold Coast.
Not
wouldn't happen in
and Wilmette.
Streeterville.
Is right. It's not
Wouldn't happen in
Evanston.
Evanston. Wouldn't happen. No.
It's not going to happen anywhere that there's a major, you wish you were us population. But when you come
Highland Park.
no, not at all.
Glencoe.
No,
Never. It would never happen.
never. All right. As soon as it comes
Had them
down,
out there night and day.
come on, round the clock.
Overtime, round the clock till you get it done.
Now, and the funny thing is, the region, the 5 cities, they started getting power to Highland and certain places around it, but they leave in Gary for last. Why would they leave Gary for last? Because Gary is full of nothing but one, is predominantly, overwhelmingly, 100% nothing but straight Jake, so-called.
It's probably about 80% Judah and about 20% Issachar.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And they have let it
this
go
me.
to just decay. And matter of fact, I remember Apostle Ricard, we spoke on it a couple months ago when he went up there to, oversee the region and, the camp in Gary. He said, brother, that Gary looked like a
Ghost town.
a ghost town, right? He was like, and he came and said, man, it's so many vacant, abandoned buildings and so many vacant and abandoned businesses. If you ever knew Gary back in the day, you go to Gary now. This is the birthplace of so-called Michael Jackson. We just actually drove by it a couple of weeks ago, coming back into town. That's the Michael Jackson established the only nice house in there.
Basically, pretty much.
in
Well, the
Gary.
city actually has kept it up and taken care of it because it is like
A historical.
It's a landmark now,
Okay.
and then it's a part of their history. And the tourists, people will drive through there just to go see it.
Yes.
Right.
All right. I mean, we're talking about, outside of the Lord, right? Some of the most famous people in the history of mankind in recent times, anyway.
Right.
This family.
Yeah.
Okay. But here, brother, I want to jump back into this whole thing about how the nations are mad. And here we go. Then brothers can come with the scriptures.
U.S. tariffs are designed to hurt us and divide us.
That's the Canada.
I warned that America is trying to break us so they can own us. And I promise that will never, ever happen. And while we believed earlier this week that we were moving towards a mutually beneficial agreement, in recent days, the United States proposed new terms that were uneconomic, unfair, and undermined the net benefits for Canada and called into question the reliability of any deal. In short, they asked too much and they offered too little. Let me be clear. We take this step reluctantly. Reluctantly because we recognize that some of these measures will raise costs and reduce choice for Canadians. Reluctantly, because we recognize that some U.S. companies and some U.S. states are innocent bystanders in a dispute that they did not want. Reluctantly, because this trade dispute is preventing Canada and America from doing so much good that we could do together. But at the same time, we take this step confident that it is in the best interest of Canada. And that by rejecting a bad deal, by standing up for Canada, by focusing on what we can control, we will build Canada strong for all.
So they're not dealing with America. They said no to, they killed the deal.
Yep.
They killed it. And so Canada and many other former U.S. partners,
Allies.
allies, are literally considering joining BRICS.
Turn their back on.
Okay? So, Canada becomes a BRICS country and Mexico,
This is bad.
and that's who they're dealing with. That's who they're talking to, because is that the citizens of the world are now beginning to see America as the problem. And they're seeing China and Russia as the problem solvers. Because the truth be said, somebody said it yesterday, but China is basically the warehouse of the world now.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're trying to make deals with everybody. They're not trying to war with anyone. America's trying to take everybody else's shit, and not even for themselves, for the Israelis.
Mm.
All right? American soldiers, all right, are dying for Israel. They're not dying for American interests. And people are mad, man. So one more video, then we're going to come with the scriptures, man. All right? And this one's about 3 minutes and 26 seconds. But she says a lot, man. So the sister goes in. But here we go.
24 hours, 3 of America's closest partners didn't just push back on Donald Trump, they walked away from him. Canada killed the trade talks. China refused to crush its own ally. And across the Middle East, 7 nations tore up the deal Trump built his legacy on. Start with Canada. Prime Minister Mark Carney pulled his negotiators out of trade talks with the United States overnight after the Trump administration tried a last-minute pressure tactic while both sides were closing in on a deal. Carney's message was direct. Get out of Washington, come back to Ottawa. If the United States comes after Canada with new tariffs, Canada will respond with retaliatory tariffs of its own. Carney said Canada is no longer afraid of the United States and that Canada has already diversified its trade relationships, building the Trans-Pacific Partnership and a transatlantic partnership with Europe. Now, here's where it escalates. Hours earlier, China's foreign ministry, speaking for Wang Yi, rejected Washington's request to help enforce crushing new sanctions on Iran, calling it unilateral with no basis in international law and no United Nations mandate. Washington asked China to abandon a strategic ally. China said no. At the same time, North Korea is refusing all contact with the Trump administration, dismissing his outreach as, quote, uninteresting. Instead, North Korea has deployed 8,500 new troops to Russia, including 400 drone operators, according to Ukrainian intelligence. 25,000 North Korean personnel have rotated through Russia since October 2024, and North Korean missiles have now been confirmed in Russian strikes on Kyiv.
Oh.
2 nuclear-armed states are moving closer to Moscow and Beijing, not further from them. Here's the peak of it. The United Arab Emirates, a founding member of the Abraham Accords, the cornerstone of Trump's Middle East legacy, just joined Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Turkey, Jordan, Egypt, Pakistan, and Indonesia in a joint statement condemning Israel's actions in Gaza and Lebanon, demanding an immediate withdrawal to the 1967 borders with a Palestinian state, including East Jerusalem. Syria's foreign minister confirmed Syria is now considering joining the Mecca Defense Pact between Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan, a direct counterweight to the Abraham Accords. Iran and Iraq just signed their own cooperation agreement. And the Wall Street Journal, Rupert Murdoch's own paper, is now asking whether the United States is still capable of enforcing the world order, noting American allies now assume the answer is no, partly because the Pentagon has run critically low on Patriot interceptors, THAAD interceptors, HIMARS systems, and Tomahawk missiles. Meanwhile, in London, the investigation into Peter Mandelson's ties to Jeffrey Epstein is on the verge of collapsing because U.S. authorities are refusing to hand over unredacted Epstein files to British police. So, in one single day, an ally walked out on a trade deal. A rival refused to abandon Iran. The coalition Trump called his greatest diplomatic achievement fell apart in public. Washington quietly blocked a child exploitation investigation overseas. This is what it looks like when a global order collapses in real time. If America's own allies no longer believe Washington will show up for them, and Washington won't even show up for justice, who exactly is still buying what this administration is selling? Tell me in the comments.
I got a
Bring it out, brother.
precept. This is
Bring it out. Bring it out.
This is Luke 10 and 18. Because this is what's happening, man. Luke 10 and 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. This man has nowhere to go but down, man. And I remember during the Bush era how cool America was with the Saudis, man.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
They was cool with the Saudis. Woo. Because hey, this is Rome all over again. They can't protect all those bases. They're making these Arab nations a target. So they like to hell with this devil, man. This is beautiful, man.
Yeah. And
Russia's being a guard.
And those nations are tired of being tributaries unto them and not being protected.
Yeah.
And sending their sons and daughters to go fight for Rome and dying and not getting them. It's the same shit all over again. This is Isaiah 14 and 12.
Yeah, the spirit of hope.
Go ahead and read it, brother.
It's Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations?
Keep reading.
13.
All the way to 16, brother.
Con. But thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of power. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
And that north is literally talking about North America. Because all the control was coming out of here. All right? Through this place by the hand of the Israelis. All right? That terminology, United States of Israel or Jumerica, it is real. All right, but go ahead, continue.
I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
You know how you narrowly look at the villain? When you squint your
For
eyes
real,
and give him that dirty look, you give him that dirty look, that squinting of the eyes, this motherfucker right here.
This.
Go ahead, brother.
That did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, every one in his own house. Thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain.
Right. If I may say, the scripture says, says they shall make their own tongues fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So everybody's getting the hell away from this devil, man. They're like this nigga got to play. I'm thinking about that scene in RoboCop when that nigga got melted. He's like, help me. That's how America looking like that nigga now, man. He's like, get away from me, man. Yeah, that's how America's looking, man. Like you got his leg.
Everybody's distance.
Speaking of which, Capo, could you read verse 21 in the NLT?
Distancing themselves. Everybody doesn't want no parts of the smoke.
Yeah.
Because America, this distinct of America is so great right now.
Isaiah 14:21.
Bubble shot.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. It says, kill this man's children. Let them die because of their father's sins. They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities.
And see, that's what's about to happen to the Edomite race, to the Edomite governments, Edomite rulership, because the tabernacle of David is about to be established. And you're not the tabernacle of David, all right? You're the Edomites. And the world knows, and you got to really stop and really sit back, because I just did a video. And if you go on YouTube, someone can do it right now. But you go on YouTube and you could put in rabbis identifying Western Christianity as Edom Rome or as Edom, and watch how many videos pop up. Right? Well, rabbis are openly and boldly saying that this place is finished.
Yep.
All right, that the Lord has a beef, even though I find it hilarious because they're also Edom. They're the actual head of Edom. All right, so they're throwing their brothers, they're throwing the Christian that added, they throwing vocab and his crew
Under the
bus.
Yeah.
All right,
Should be.
and then vocab and his crew still supporting them, you know, but nevertheless, you know, but you got some Christians standing up to them because you got, you know, you have Christians, some Christians, white Christians, Edomite Christians, that have pointed out that the Israelis are not Israelites and that they're converts and that they're Edom. So you got the whole Spider-Man thing going on.
Pointing at each other.
All right, because even Rich Tidwell was constantly stealing our breakdowns like he came up with them.
Right.
All right, it's telling you that the Jewish people are the Israelites, and we know that you gotta watch the videos. Okay, and not only that, the Jewish scholars from the 1971 and the 1925 Jewish encyclopedias and Jewish almanacs, and we did the breakdown right here in this room. There was 1,800 scholars and rabbis that were involved with the making of those two books. And in both those books, they identify modern day Jewry as Edom. The modern day Jewish people are Edomites.
Denounced.
All right, and now you know. Then you got Bibi Milikowski, you know, this Polish guy that keep getting on TV talking about, you know, the homeland and the birthright, and this was promised to us. The only thing promised to you is slavery. Okay, that's what's promised
you
to
got
you
coming.
within the Holy Scriptures, man. What's promised to you within the water, beloved. What's promised to you in the Holy Scriptures is slavery. Okay, point blank period, man. All right, can somebody get a Revelation 17, 16?
I got
whatever
that.
Other scriptures. If you got some, brothers, don't hold it back.
Okay, this is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate.
This bro been laying with everybody and burning.
He's basically
Got cat scared to go to the bathroom, man. You know,
Right.
damn, oh shit, I gotta go pee. This nigga scared.
Hey.
He was tough a minute ago. Now he's scared to go pee. Because you laid with that filthy whore, man.
right.
No dick discipline. You ain't got to put your dick in everything. That's a
Right.
message to some of you brothers out there. Too.
That's right.
Message.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, brothers.
These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Mm-hmm.
You want 17?
No, that's
Okay.
the point, man.
That's the point, right?
Go ahead, because these nations are about to fire those arrows that fly from one end of the earth to the other.
Right.
This,
If someone want to grab that out of the apocryphal, go ahead, brother.
This Jeremiah, just going back to what you were saying about them running and everybody hating them, but you know, all these people are dying for Israel. You know, these American, you know, Joe Sixpack niggas, they don't want to send their
And a lot of them don't want to.
Yeah,
That's why you got an open rebellion in the military.
It's Jeremiah 49 and 20. It says, "Therefore, hear the counsel of Yahweh, that he taketh against Edom, and his purposes, that he hath purpose." Yeah, that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make the habitations desolate with them. And as the scripture says, except these days be short, shall no flesh be saved. Because this so-called white man, starting with Amalek, will get everybody killed if he can, slaughtered if he can.
That's right.
All right, but this is all in the hands of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahweh. The scripture say the heart of the kings is in the hand of the Lord. Their mind is in the hand of the Lord. He orchestrating all this, but he started with Amalek and the miracle. And shit is on.
Yeah, you got a lot of you know, I watched a Holocaust survivor this morning speak, and what he said is that the things that, and he's against you know, Bibi Milikowski, the Polish guy, and he's against him, and he's basically saying that his activities are putting Jewish people in danger worldwide. And that his actions are putting American citizens in general in danger worldwide. All right? Because, you know, people are seeing these people as the problem, especially these Israelis are so emboldened. You know, almost they're emboldened. You thought MAGA people was bad. They're like 3 times worse than the MAGA people, man. All right, I saw a video of how they were acting. I guess it's some island in the Philippines,
Okay.
where the IDF soldiers are vacationing at, and then they're coming over there with with visitors visas and work visas, and they try to open up business and open up shop, and basically, the Filipinos don't want them there. Yeah. And they're treating the citizens like shit.
Yeah.
Go home.
You know, and they're mad and they're angry. They're like, we don't want you. Nobody invited you here. And now you bringing that imperialist. You just left from killing women and children.
Yep.
And because you definitely weren't fighting soldiers.
Right.
All right. Because IDF is not known for fighting other soldiers, man. All right. When they do, it's from 3,000 miles away. They just dropping bombs. Okay. They ain't. They're not known for their hand-to-hand combat skill against when they get to the kicking and stabbing, hooking and jabbing range, they ain't with that.
Crime.
Right? Oh, they good with that when it comes to a bunch of old women, old men, and little children.
Or people that don't know they in the fight.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Go hide in the bush ass nigga, undefeated.
Yeah, right.
Jump out choking. Go to shake your hand and stab you right there, nigga.
Hey, Saquon, because Albania kicked them because they tried to pull that shit in Albania.
Yeah.
And a lot of them Albanians is niggas.
Yeah.
They kicked their ass up out of that.
Yeah, they did.
Can I back you up with a scripture?
Absolutely, brother.
This is Job 18:18. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world.
And that's was the sentiment that the citizens of the world have for these converts. Because down in Patagonia, and they don't want them there. They were setting on fire, and then the sellout ass leaders is letting them come in and they burn because I guess they created some law where if the land burns, then if it's destroyed, then they can come in and buy it. Foreigners can buy it. Right. And so it's funny that they there's video of the citizens of Patagonia catching on film on recording Israelis burning forests and shit, burning down their homes and their livelihood, and then coming back and buying up the land. Right? And they're doing the same thing in Indiana now. So I'm wondering what the correlation is between the blackouts and this massive movement to
15-minute cities, data centers, surveillance centers,
right?
Surveillance centers and 15-minute cities. Basically, a whole technocracy. They're setting up what they're trying to do is their new world order.
Do you remember links up with Michigan, Illinois, Michigan, the Great Lakes?
I got some info here. So it's called Iron Nation, Indiana. It says
wow.
Yeah. It says it's a
I wonder how the KKK feel about that.
They've been
absolutely.
They better turn up.
Yeah.
This is Iron Nation, Indiana is a $60+ million public-private partnership launched by Governor Mike Braun, which is a sellout. It says to connect Indiana's corporations, universities, and healthcare systems with Israeli technology startups. The initiative helps high-potential Israeli companies establish U.S. headquarters and operations in Indiana.
And they bring their own.
They're bringing their own
IDFs and from Israel over to them. So it's not new. It's not giving new jobs for people.
Americans.
They're basically
new jobs for the people who come here.
Yep.
And make it look like look at all these jobs.
Yep. Same thing they're doing in the. It's the same shit they're doing in Patagonia. They set fire to it. They create a natural disaster, and then they come in and clean up the place, and then they set up shop.
They just did it to Canada.
Right. Yeah, same shit. Wildfires, be it wildfires, flooding. It's all hard technology. Right? Direct energy.
Yeah, I saw a video yesterday. There was some flooding going on in Long Island, New York.
Horrible.
Said the damn subways were completely.
Yep.
I was just there last week. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was sunshine and blue skies. Now they're waiting
like a disaster movie. The video that I watched.
Waiting.
This dude was like, "This is not Niagara Falls.
Wow.
This is Long Island, New York." Yeah. I'm like, "Damn, it's the home of Wu-Tang. What the fuck?" Right.
And Long Island is the rich part. That's the fancy part. I didn't before I went to Long Island last week, I thought New York was all New York.
No, once you start going south on Long Island, that's when you start getting to the Hamptons.
All the
and that
all
shit,
the
right.
rich area, yeah.
And you know, that's some of the richest people in the country. You know, and then
Some of the
I had
world.
clients
Some of the
who go to the Hamptons. And, you know, used to go to the Hamptons, to their home in the Hamptons.
Yeah, that
All right.
perfect
You
phrase.
know, matter of fact, his house here is one particular one I'm thinking of because I used to train. I never trained him, but I trained his wife and both his daughters. And they basically when right before that COVID shit, I think they knew what was coming.
Bounce, huh?
Right? Yeah, that's right around the time of that, when that crash came and I started losing clients.
Right.
But their house went on the market
Ooh.
for I think it went on the market for like 14 million for that house that they have on the Gold Coast.
Mm.
All right.
Was that one of the ones in the sky?
No, that was his daughter.
Okay.
That the one that was his daughter.
Also,
flat in the sky.
Right.
That's
A 3-story house on the 12th floor.
wow.
Overlooking the city. So yeah, that shit crazy, man.
Yeah, I
Hey,
saw the
everybody looking,
It's some shit in Chicago.
everybody looking like ants and shit.
I have precept real quick.
Yeah, you got a whole neighborhood of 3-story mansions. There's 12 stories up right there on Erie. In
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and Rush Street. That shit crazy. But go ahead, brother.
This Sirach 12:17, just to back up what Capo brought up. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there
first. You shall find him there first. He's behind all mischief that's going on.
That's right.
He's behind all the bullshit.
That's the spirit. We brought that out yesterday, man. The old comedy spirit. Nigga come running up to help.
Right. He said, if you do good,
Haven't missed the battle, Father.
Right.
if he do good, he do it unwillingly. So nothing he does is for your benefit.
It said the tender mercies of the wicked is cruel.
Man.
It said, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
And instigating the whole thing.
And it is cruel, man. All right. And now you got this thing, any more scriptures on that subject matter?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Go ahead, brother.
It said, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
We need some help, partner.
We got emergency services coming right now. You know what I'm saying? And with a whole other scheme.
Yeah, I need something. Right. Nah, he wanted to help him.
Nigga Ramsey.
He wanted to help him go right.
He fucking acted like he was the nigga friend just to get some information out of him that he'd tell to his friend. He gave the nigga the horse. He told him where to meet his sister. He lied to him. Then the 4 niggas tried to rape him. Then he acted like he saved him again,
Right.
just to bring him back and cut his dick off.
Yeah.
Damn, that
That nigga Ramsey was wicked.
Yeah, that was an extra wicked nigga.
That nigga was, but that's it. That's
How
all
he
I
was-
think about
How he
reading
would
that.
hunt the chicks and let his other crazy ass bra.
Oh yeah, with the dog.
What the nigga would do, man?
He
is
wicked,
he
man.
would grab a bitch, he would bang the bitch, and then this other bitch would get jealous, and then so to please her, he would let her hunt the bitch. So he tell the bitch, "This is the part when you run." And she's
wow.
like all confused.
How did we
And
just-
then the psycho bitch, smack the shit out of her and start pulling arrows out of her.
Yeah.
She starts running. So she shoots the broad with an arrow and then let the dogs rip apart.
That nigga Ramsey was a demon.
He was
bro.
a fucking demon, man.
He set that nigga up.
And that's
fuck, bro.
and that's
Ramsey a
Esau
demon.
in a nutshell, man.
Mm-hmm.
Steal your wallet and help you look for it.
Then,
There it is.
then when he cut the nigga dick off, he had him on a big ass cross on that big old X. He had his ass in his room on a big ass cross watching him eat a big ass sausage. A big ass glizzy. He looking at him, he just cut his dick off. He got he eating it, he said, oh this. But he said, I'm not an animal.
I'm not an animal. This is pork.
This is pork sausage. I'm
Get
not an
the
animal.
fuck, bro.
Just cut this nigga dick off. He said, you did have a nice size cock. That
Right.
nigga was wicked.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What
That
the
game
fuck?
was
Yeah, he
no
told
joke.
him. Yeah, he
Do y'all.
little penis envy there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this nigga got a big. Let's go ahead and cut his shit off.
He sent his hoes in there to fuck him.
Right.
If he do good, read the scripture again. That shows you. That nigga Ramsey show you what the Edomite like.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I think the nigga that played it for James.
Sirach 12:17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
He gave him the horse and everything. He sent the niggas to rape him.
You can't make this up. He gave him the horse, and that's what the whole next segment is about.
Yeah.
The horses.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go
That's
to
the
it.
spirit.
Let's go. That's the spirit, brother.
You can't trust these either.
Why is
right,
it,
man.
could you read again why he pulling it up?
Yeah, it's Sirach 12 and 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
So think about every major adversity that you find that comes up into America. Esau's there first. He started it. The scripture says he can't go to sleep at night unless he comes with a new policy to come fuck you up. He can't sleep at night. He tosses and turns because he can't get no rest until he's doing some more wickedness. So all the things that shit in Gary, that was predestinated. That was matter of fact, HAARP, AHAARP. All right. That never in the history of America has Illinois been a tornado alley. We've had more tornadoes in America.
And actually, Salaki, right? I mean,
you got it.
The lake is what has potential, basically protected.
Yeah, exactly. It breaks it up.
The fact that we have the lake here is the reason why all the tornadoes hit way west of us.
Because it's major.
We'll get the
wind
aftermath of it and the wind and
the rain and
shit. One of the western or southern or western suburbs will get hit with a tornado, but never within the city limits because of lake effect.
Yeah.
We have a lake effect, weather,
snow,
naturally.
Yep. Yes.
And now that's being tampered with. They're doing this on purpose.
Hard.
Same way they're playing with this meat. Now you got this mystery meat. The mystery deal.
Oh shit.
All right, you don't put America first by putting U.S. cattle products last. This move will weaken our markets and gamble with our food safety in the process. The USCA President Justin Topper, when asked what countries would provide 300,000 metric tons of tariff-free ground beef under his temporary plan, 47 states that he did not want to say. So he didn't want to say where it was coming from. All right, so basically, and then we find out that they've been rounding up these beautiful Mustangs.
Yeah.
All these wild horses in America have been getting rounded up with helicopters with Edomite men because they're the ones to do this type of shit. And these horses are getting put on ships and sent overseas. What's happening is you just put two and two together. They're sending these horses to slaughterhouses.
Right.
And they're making meat out of them and they're sending it back and saying that it's beef. That's basically what the mystery meat is. Now let me play some stuff to substantiate this. Trump to allow an import of 300,000 tons of ground beef. What did I say about ground beef?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Without tariff. When the fuck do they give anything away free?
Trump?
You walk into Walgreens, you can't buy a stick of gum. You can't even get a gumball out the machine without a quarter. But they're gonna give you a flu shot for free. Come on. What the really? Anything that Esau's gonna give you for free is snake juice.
Yeah. Not only give you for free, but then offer you some free donuts to get the free.
Oh, he's definitely pushing it. That's the push on the push.
Right. And the donuts might kill you just as fast as the free shot.
That's it.
Right? Because you know what? But here we go. But check this out.
Turning his attention to
shit, this shit turn off, it don't stay on. Okay, but now we know. Yeah, turn it off. Now we know what we dealing with.
Yeah, hit the button on the top, turn it on.
Oh shit, I got you.
Niggas gonna be looking like Serge Newbray.
You stupid.
Me too.
You're absolutely stupid.
Comes out your mic and all them dudes.
Motherfucking Alice Overeem, that nigga was a monster.
Yeah, horse meat.
Horse meat.
My man, he got injured. He was gonna be the champ. Sean Kyle Rockwell.
Yeah.
He said this is the best meat.
And they're starting to sell meat that is not declared what it really is.
Oh yeah, they don't have to no more.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's the mystery meat.
Understand,
right? And all of a sudden, all of a sudden you sending all these horses by the thousands to be slaughtered, and then all of a sudden when the reporter asked him where the meat coming from, he didn't want to tell him. He couldn't tell her.
That's yeah.
All right.
Man, we not bringing the foul for real.
Is turning his attention to rising costs for voters today, announcing what he calls a deal to substantially lower the price of ground beef for working American families. The president said on social media that the U.S. will allow up to 300,000 metric tons of product of ground beef to be imported with no out-of-quota tariff. And he said that we have a commitment that this beef will be sold at 25% below current market prices. But all this presents something of a mystery here, guys. In his social media post, the president didn't say who he had concluded this deal with, and he did not specify who exactly had made a commitment to sell that below market beef. Now, CNBC has reached out to the White House with questions about this. We've gotten no response.
Like some Austin Powell, Dr. Evil shit.
Absolutely.
All right.
Brain, what are we going to do?
We'll kill the horses and make meat out of them and then sell it as beef.
Cheaper.
This is a great idea, number one.
You know, Jake always looking for a fucking bargain.
So they looking for a bargain. So and then tax-free tariffs. You can bring this beef into America tax-free, and then we gonna sell it.
Yeah.
We gonna sell it, we gonna undersell it for a lower price than what we normally sell it.
They finna fuck your dick.
I call it mini meat.
Right.
And we are contacting the major beef importers to see if any of those companies will confirm that they are party to an agreement with the White House. We'll let you know if we get any more information, guys. But overall, this really symbolizes the president's concern going into those midterm elections that prices are still too high for consumers, and he's signaling he wants to do something about it. President Trump is turning his...
So what you could do is take them fucking planes out the sky and fuel them planes and spray that poison. And what you also could do is stop funding them fucking Israeli imposters.
Right.
And actually you have enough money to take care of America and build America. But you know what? We don't really want that anyway.
Right.
We
Well, this should happen.
How much of a devil you are.
Right.
Yeah, keep up the
On
bad
the
work.
beef deal, which countries did you make that deal with? What are the sources of the beef deal?
I don't want to say which countries, but there are a few countries, but they're going to be sending in the highest quality beef, and it's something that we need.
2% on the beef.
Horses and bears.
Bam.
So
Pink
and when
slime.
you watch that video, and this is a video,
Wow.
and it's just showing you all these beautiful horses, man, being trapped. And it made me sick to it made me angry, man. Because I'm an animal lover, so it was very, because in my opinion, these horses, their lives are more valuable than those Edomites.
Hey.
Over there that's committing all these atrocities and shit. These horses matter of fact, these horses' lives are way more valuable than any Edomite, period. Real talk. And so I won't even play it. Go ahead, bro. Absolutely.
This is from One Green Planet website. It says the history of disguising horse meat as beef.
Ooh.
Because if you go into, and that's Google straight out, can you classify beef as anything outside of the cow? They're going to say no.
Right.
But
how you got to word it?
But because Esau does what Esau
does. The narrative.
And it says the history of disguising horse meat as beef. Ever wonder what lurks within the burger you're eating? Is it beef or is it something else? Psst, it's horse meat. The horse meat is
off top.
Hey, hold on. Somebody pull up that Rabbi Finkelstein. Finkelstein interview.
I'm trying to get taco.
That's right.
It says the horse meat scandal shattered consumer trust and exposed the dark secrets of the meat industry. Behind the deceptive practices lies a disturbing truth: horse meat masquerading as beef. And it's time to delve into the depths of the scandal, understand its implications, and explore why consumers should reject such unscrupulous practices. Making conscious choices can safeguard our health and contribute to a more sustainable and ethical future. The shocking revelation, the horse meat scandal first came to light through routine food testing in Ireland, where traces of horse DNA were discovered in beef products. This discovery uncovered a complex network of suppliers and processors in Europe. Regulatory bodies and law enforcement agencies uncovered uncomfortable truths about the meat industry while tracing the source of mislabeled meat. Let's glance at the sequence of incidents that occurred during the scandal. Event timeline: the Food Safety Authority of Ireland initiates testing beef products for horse meat. January 2013, horse DNA is found in beef burgers sold in major UK and Irish supermarkets. Horse DNA is discovered in European beef products, triggering widespread concerns and investigation. Now, mind you, this is over 10, 13 years ago.
Right.
Yeah,
This is an ongoing thing.
Oh wow! So I can only imagine. That's enough.
I used to watch the videos where they where they on the farm and they don't slaughter these animals. But I was this was about 10, 13 years ago. They throw the horse in the meat grinder. Yeah. I used to watch them, especially when Best Gore and shit was out.
Yeah.
They used to have all types of
They got
videos.
this gigantic turning wheel with teeth.
Oh fuck.
And they would just drop cows,
big ass
moose,
cows, everything.
They will drop an ox in there. They don't even kill them first. So these things just go and get ground up.
They head crushed, they burn, you hear them, the eyes, everything, and they just go out. Horses, cow, everything.
It was beyond cruel,
And the
man.
patty-
I watched one of those and it made me so angry, man. I was ready to go out and but you have to calm it down. Remember that, we have to wait on it. But that shit'll make you mad, man.
I've got something.
So they've been doing this shit for motherfucking
So,
decades.
and not to mention, before you bring it out, Bob, not to mention what Finkelstein said, man. Well, not to mention all these missing people and children.
Right.
Because I'm willing to bet, I guarantee you, they would never do a DNA test on anything in McDonald's, Burger King, or any of those major burger places because it's gonna be human DNA all in that shit.
It's already been proven.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Like nigga.
I got something for you.
What's the place in Australia they call nigger burger or whatever?
Argentina. Big nigger burger.
Yeah, the big nigger burger.
I got something here. I looked up something because I remember Obama doing something. So I asked the question and it said, President Obama did not explicitly sign off on a law encouraging the consumption of horse meat, but he did sign a 2011 spending bill that lifted a federal funding ban on inspecting horse slaughterhouses. This action legally cleared the way for the domestic horse slaughter industry to resume, though subsequent budget measures in 2014.
Who slaughters horses? All right, horses have never been meant for food, man. You don't slaughter a horse.
Like slaughtering dogs for food.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You don't. There's just some things you just don't do, man. Let me play this next video, brother. Last one. All right, and it's called "Where's the Beef?"
I remember that commercial.
Remember those commercials?
I remember that commercial.
Where's that beef? Because and even then, back then,
think about this for 1 second. The president of the United States announces this deal for beef. And then when he was asked by a reporter which countries he made the deal with, he said, I don't want to tell you which countries. There are a few countries, but I can assure you that it's the highest quality beef. Folks, when the president of the United States of America refuses to tell you which countries they're going to be importing the beef from, that is a major problem. And here's the other thing. All of a sudden, we have the Trump administration allowing all of these wild horses to be caught, and a lot of them, it's being speculated, are going to slaughter. Maybe, just maybe, they are feeding you wild horse meat and not beef. It's a real possibility. But like I said, when the president of the United States refuses to tell you which countries that we are going to be importing beef from, there's something wrong with that, especially with all of these recalls that are happening with jalapenos and frozen blueberries and sprouts and all of this other stuff that's happening. But yeah, the president, patient 47, will not tell us where the beef is coming from. Let me know what you think in the comments, because it's not sitting right with me and it shouldn't be sitting right with you either. This is Grim with Get the Rant. As always, I'll see you in the next video.
Patient 47 is off the fucking chain.
I got a quick precept.
Fucking madman. Bring it
This
out,
is
brother.
Pops, you had something?
Huh?
This is Ezekiel 4 and 13.
I read what I read.
It says, anyway. This is Ezekiel 4 and 13. It says, and Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their bread defiled amongst the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. So like the scriptures go into things that soul the shambles, man.
I was holding that.
Man, you pray
Go
over
ahead,
this
bring it
stuff. Bring it out, definitely. You pray over this stuff, man, and then you eat it, man.
Show mercy.
This 1 Corinthians 10:25. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles that eat, asking no question for conscience sake.
Because if you once you know what it is, you ain't gonna eat it.
You
You ain't
can't.
gonna eat nothing.
Can't.
You'll be just fucking starving, man. Because every tell me right now, you know what sodium diglyphosate means. Tell me right now where the triglycerides and all the other fucking infanticides and shit that they got in their motherfucking shit. And that's the shit that they tell you. But
Right.
then there's shit that they don't tell you because according to FDA limits, if it's under a certain amount, you don't have to disclose it. Or
Right.
if it's a trade secret to your recipe, you don't have to disclose it.
Or if you just the damn devil.
You don't have to disclose it.
But you know what?
That's
the
why
spirit,
in the
the spirit
kingdom-
been so heavy though, because the apostles, the Lord had the spirit of the apostles going to help. Brothers change their diets up, stop
Right.
eating bullshit.
Yeah, right.
And that's
The
all
spirit,
that
You see
help.
how healthy, how streamlined and thin Apostle Tahar look as
Come on,
well?
man. All of them.
Gabar look good.
You know,
All of them.
they look very healthy compared to just a few years ago.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's another thing in the kingdom. We gonna know all this shit.
Man, I used to fit this jack.
Well, look at Bert.
Yeah. Well, in
Non-stop.
the kingdom, we gonna know all that. We gonna have the knowledge of all this shit this devil fed us, man.
That's right.
And we gonna fuck you up.
Right.
We gonna fuck you all the way up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feed my slaves the best fucking cow shit and fucking elephant shit. You gonna eat shit, nigga.
You nice.
Them goose,
Yeah,
the goose got the machine. I watched them make cabbage out of plastic, and they made hamburgers out of
Rice
these
too.
Koreans, man, out of shit.
they make rice, plastic rice too.
They got
If you're
chemicals.
gonna
They got
if
fake
you buy
eggs,
rice,
too.
You gotta get that
Basmati rice.
basmati rice.
Or
That's
dark
what I'm
black
gonna
rice or brown rice or dirty rice. If you're doing any so-called white rice, it is death.
You probably eat plastics.
Well, the only
Right.
It's just gonna clog up your veins, and if you're a man, it's gonna clog up your arteries and make it your dick
Fuck up
not
your
work.
vibe.
Make your dick not work, and it probably make you have a heart attack on top of that.
And it's wood or plastic, and that's what's mostly.
So you have a broke dick and a heart attack, and neither one is good.
Right.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
This is John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil,
The
and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
That proves the definition of projection. He speaketh of himself. Somebody look up that word. I might have it. I might have it in my. Somebody can look it up anyway, but I might have it in my evidence file. Hold on.
The Black Dynamite was a joke. That anaconda.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he got the more liquor. He got the food deserts. He got all these fucking chips and juices and cakes. He coming to kill your ride. He got all the polyurethane and shit in your clothes. All these forever chemicals in your water bottles and your underwear and your socks.
That's right.
Mixed fabrics,
yeah. As soon as you
mixed
say-
fabrics like motherfuckers.
We're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
That's right.
That's
As soon as you work out, as soon as you sweat, that is a
Forever
chemical
chemical.
transference between
Go into your
your
pores.
body, right? The skin is the largest
biggest-
organ
Yeah.
of your body, and it
Yeah.
Drinking
actually
yep.
soaks in. If you that's like you go into the tub. As soon as you're in the tub and you come out the tub, your skin is wrinkled. Why? Because it was absorbing that water. It's absorbing the fluoride. It's going whatever chemicals they put in that motherfucking water. Whatever you put on your skin goes inside of your body. If you put something on your body and sweat, the chemical releases from those polyester. Go just look it up. They'll tell you.
Yeah.
Wearing polyester is carcinogen.
No, you're right.
Lycra.
You're right.
God damn it.
It'll jack up your ride,
yes.
and also give you cancer.
The sheets,
Get ball
the sheets on
cancer.
the bed,
Yes.
All right.
When I was a kid, I used to take like hot baths and showers and like you said, that type of thing. I would get up and I could actually look at my arm and I could see that the pores was like,
Open.
yeah, I was like, damn, okay.
And see, and people don't realize that you put the deodorant on your arm with the aluminum and the goddamn paraben,
Going right in
you're
fuck-
just poisoning yourself. And it's a
Like
slow poison, just like arsenic. They put the arsenic in the kid juices now. They put it's Esau is the devil. And then I was watching a video earlier today of a Jake that's been overseas for a couple of months or whatever, and came back to the States. And now he's just snapping on the food over here. He said, over there, and I've been overseas. The elder been overseas. Brothers have been overseas through many different reasons. and they sell the same products, but the products over there
Tastes
got
a whole lot
5
different.
ingredients. The product over here got 25. You know what I'm saying? It's like they
your ass.
this has been America. We were talking about Gary. America has been a test case for all humanity and for Esau Edom to know how to take advantage of, to manipulate, and to all the stuff that they're doing is dumbing down all your receptors that keeps you alert to knowing what the fuck is going on. This is the most docile, sheeple environment. This is nothing but 100%.
Took the testosterone out of a motherfucking man.
What do you hear me call it? This is not the land of the brave, but the land of the bent over.
Took the testosterone right out of a man.
You know, they've been bending over for generations now. All right, and just taking it from a corrupt leadership government that completely tramples over the laws that govern this place. Right? Half the things that you suffer under are completely unlawful and done under the color of law. That's it. Right?
You know, like
taxes and Title 40 child support are two of the main ones, and that's where they make their biggest money. But those things are not, you know, in harmony with the laws of the land. The law of the land says that any code or statute that is repugnant to the law of the land is null and void.
Voided by the Constitution itself.
Anything that goes against what's the Constitution and the two entities that I mentioned, they both do.
It's unconstitutional.
Because because as a matter of fact, it's funny too. Now the presidency is now trying to bring back the gold standard. I want to be why? Because the dollar's going down. And because they know the dollar is going down.
It's out.
All right. And so that's why that talk is even on the table now.
Ain't gonna happen, but they put it on the table just to make America think there's some shit.
Because these elections are coming up.
It's daggone.
Which really not gonna make any difference anyway. Right.
It don't matter who get in.
All right. The fact is, Trump knows that the people, because the electoral college gonna put in whoever the fuck they want to put in.
Absolutely.
Right? But in the eyes of the people, Trump is gonna lose. So, if he wins, they're gonna know that this shit is rigged. This is fixed. There's
Absolutely.
No way.
He's supposed to win behind that.
To win. All right.
That's it.
I got.
Go ahead, brother.
This is just to back up, what Elder Uriah said, man. This devil is experimenting on people, man. This Habakkuk 1:30.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Tuskegee.
Yeah. This Habakkuk 1:13. Thou art of purer eyes than to behold evil, and cannot look on iniquity. Wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy tongue when the wicked devoureth the man that is more righteous than he, and makest men as fishes of the sea, and as the creeping things that have no ruler over them. It's like that frog in the science class, man. Just dissecting them, cutting them open and shit. That's what he's doing with you people, man.
Right. Lab rats.
Yeah, man.
You got a better chance with Mike Myers and Freddy Krueger than you do what to do with the bald face and white lab coat on.
I'm saying.
Right.
Little ass rod.
You sure? Exactly. With a
Peter Zindy motherfucker.
If you think about it, when you look at it, you got that barcode. The barcode is basically for products, so we're products and shit.
And these people,
that's what goes to sign project. You gotta have a product.
Hey, look at your fucking Social Security card, all caps.
Yeah.
I got a precept.
Yes, sir.
Revelations, I got a couple. This Revelations 11 and 18, it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest reward unto thy servants, give reward unto thy servants, the prophets and the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and thou shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Because nobody did it like the so-called white man.
Absolutely.
Like the beloved elder apostle Gabar say, he was the perfect devil, man. He is. This is Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Because you can't pin these atrocities. Look, I don't like the Arab. He's a sand nigga. He camel hump. And they cut our rods off. But he didn't do this. I don't like the goose. All right, they eat live animals. They dirty and nasty as fuck. But they didn't do this. I didn't like the Hamites. All right, I don't like the Hamites. They eat shit. They put their head in cow's ass. They pass baboon meat around like a fifth of Hennessy.
Them niggas say meat is meat.
Meat is meat. But
Yeah, all of them.
nobody did what the so-called white man did to the earth. Like not one other nation, man. You know, especially not Jake.
you still got niggas approaching the camp trying to save this nigga, man. I personally believe, man, guys gonna start getting cussed out, man. Coming up to the camp, man.
What do you mean? I curse him out every time. This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand." And when you're talking about the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, we don't have the resources, the ingenuity, or anything to devise a wicked plan like this. Only the Edomites are doing this.
It won't even come into our minds to come see this
to make natural flavor, exactly like the elder said. Beaver ass, beaver anus is natural flavor and vanilla extract.
So fucking yeah.
Niggas don't think about shit
Right,
like
so
that.
Absolutely
I
not.
heard a nigga say that shit. He about to eat some beaver butt.
Yeah, he was in Indiana.
I'm like, what the fuck, brother?
Beaver
So look, man.
What AK is in?
My question is, who is the dude who decided to taste beaver butt, man?
An Edomite.
And you know it was an Edomite, man. He probably was having sex with it and tossed the beaver salad, man.
That's
well, you know
damn
And that's how he
shame.
found out. All right, oh, weird ass.
He was building the dam, and that was a damn
Like, damn.
shame.
You know, I watched that movie Hoppers last night. The little animated.
Yeah, I seen that.
I got it.
Go ahead, brother. Beavers and shit, but go ahead.
Fuck,
Finish it, brother.
I gotta fuck, man. This is we need it, man. It says, and they covered fields, and that's what we see in Indiana. You know, the elder Bro Capo just bought out, what was they called? Indiana Iron, whatever. It says, and they covered fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away, that they may oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So this is only the so-called white man doing this, buying up land, burning shit up, giving farmers millions of dollars to turn they fucking real cows, you know, real chickens, and lab meat farms, bro, and make your dick weak.
Now you remember when we was teaching
Fuck, man.
downtown, we was cussing out farms and farmers in the industry,
And the farmer walked by. Same thing. The Lord does that, man.
Yeah.
That's what I mentioned. Anytime we bring out a subject matter, the Lord sends a witness, or He'll send an example.
confirmation.
Right?
It happened yesterday. We were
Right.
talking about the tears, Jake tears, and then I know y'all saw it.
Yeah.
Dude with the goat mask on and the bitch with the
Yeah.
And I said that ain't Jake. Jake don't do
As soon
that.
as we said that,
That's right.
he come walking up like,
Man,
Yeah.
I want to deal with this man.
what is wrong with this thing?
We was talking about it. Me and Capo was talking that eyes wide shut, man.
Yeah.
We have to deal with a bitch with that mask on.
Slow.
That's
He's falling out of the third dimension.
But he was wild, man.
Yeah.
You know but that's Esau Edom.
She probably was a tear too. They
Oh, yeah, they're both
Yes.
tears.
Yes.
And we called it before they walked up, and then they walked up on cue, and
Right.
then on the opposite way coming was two flamboyant
Moles.
moles who looked like Jake. I'm like, nope, they ain't us either. You know what I'm saying? But we were prophesying to two others, and it was like everybody who looked like Jake don't always be Jake. You never know.
Right.
And soon as we said it, they walked this way, and then the two moles walked the other way, just like this. You couldn't make it up, man. All right, that's the Lord always is
He does it.
confirming
Man,
our
he
testimony.
does.
The shovel chief thing, and then the dentist walked up.
Yeah, right. See, but going back to
the dentist walked up and talked about how
and broke it down.
it's true that Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics have those shovel teeth.
And no other race
And
has
no
it.
other race has it. And I said that, and then the dentist was like, looked at me like, how the fuck did you know that?
Right.
All right.
So, but
you
going back
can't-
to the
you can't get around this truth, man.
going back to the farmers, he said it specifically. He said the government came to him. He had a farm on the East Coast. He said the government said, look, whatever you keeping for yourself and your family, that's cool. But whatever you put out for the public, you have to put this drug, that drug, this drug. You had to do this thing, that thing. They control all the markets. They control what's put into the food.
So there's a lot of hormonal imbalances being sent out. That's why you got 6'3" dudes with beards and big ass titties. All right.
In Wrigleyville.
Well, in Wrigleyville and Bucktown, they all over the place, especially up north. All right. Yeah. So you got men walking around. Yeah. How you 6'3" with a full
Right.
beard and some D's?
Slinging them bitches.
All right.
Oh. Prancing.
You know, it's just weird. But but as far as you scoffers go, man, you know these people who don't want to take heed.
But they can't solve that. Everything come true.
That's
Well,
right.
you still gonna have those.
Still scoff.
This is Jeremiah
Yeah.
16:16, man, and it reads, Behold, I will send many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they will fish them. And after I will send many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, and every hole in the rock. So the Lord, the men that are out there fishing for the elect, according to the word, which we believe 144%, many of those men are going to become hunters. Right? So for all you who scoff and run your mouths coming against the gospel,
Oh my bad.
the Lord is going to allow you to be destroyed. He's gonna set loose his anointed on you, man. All right, he's gonna let Ezekiel 25 and 14 happen. He's gonna let Zechariah 13, 8 and 9 happen, man. On you 2/3 niggas too. All right.
I got a precept.
Bring it out, beloved.
Yeah, this is St. Luke 19:26. It says, "For I say unto you," just to back up the elder, it says, "For I say unto you, everyone which have shall be given, and to him that have not, even what he have shall be taken away from you." So who else got the truth, man? But it says, "But those of my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me."
Right. So bring them hither and slay them before me. All right. The Lord is, come on, man. But God love everybody.
Yeah.
All right. The Lord just said, bring them here and slay them before me. So you have to really, Apostle Kabar told us a long time ago, all right, that you really have to envision and you have to put yourself there and you have to see these scriptures.
Right.
So I'm imagining, Yahushua, 7 foot forever, 8 foot, 9 foot forever, with that big white fro and white beard and all his glory, having his men bring these scoffers who said, that Jesus was the name,
Right.
they kept on eating pork after he told them not to. Who kept going to the Baptist church after you told them not to, still calling on Jehovah when you had already told they dumbass the letter J is newly created, and you proved it. That's a fact. That's something you can't even argue against. If the letter J was newly created, that means that you couldn't have called the Lord by the J word.
Simple, man.
It's really simple. So, yeah.
I got something.
Bring it out, bro.
This is Revelations 11:18. "And the nations were angry, and their wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give to thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and should destroy them which destroy the earth."
Yeah, Babylon is
I
ready.
just read that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Babylon's ready for the
bringing
taking.
it out again.
So that's why the Lord said, told you about to tell the angels, cast in your sickle. The harvest is ready to reap. Babylon's ready to be taken.
And it's gonna be taken.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's about to happen, man.
Because they've been destroying the earth for far too long, man.
Yeah.
They've been destroying the earth, like their bread defiled.
Yeah.
All right, putting the chemtrails in the air. All right. There's people who have digged in their own wells, going 20, 30 feet underground, and for years was having fine water pure. Then Esau would contaminate their wells, and now the well water is coming up all contaminated. And there's videos of them saying, "Look, you come drink this, and they just pumping out their well water. Say, "No, come drink this now, because we've spent XYZ amount of money on this well." They put in the matter of fact, my harvest, I grow a lot of stuff, and I can see some things grow good. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this normally grows good, but it's not. I see the difference in some of the fruit and vegetables. They're not yielding its strength anymore. It's what they're putting in the air.
In the water itself.
Yeah. Now, how big are bell peppers? Matter of fact,
it was big, fully grown.
Huge.
Yeah, the purple ones last year, right?
Yeah, bro, we'll grow, bro. That's what we do. We grow, and we salt the earth. We actually put the right things in the earth, and we water on a religious basis.
Well, what happens when you get metals and barium oxide?
Thank you.
Different
Thank you.
chemicals sprayed onto the livestock, onto the food sources, man. I mean, it's like you said, it even messes animals up, man. You know, my dogs got some weird growths on them that they didn't have before. All right, and I know what it's from.
Right.
It's from that damn rain.
Rain and the ground looked weird as fuck. You know, the ground supposed to look wet. It was like put baby oil on the fucking.
Right, that was last week.
Yeah,
so this shit happened. It happened in Colorado as well. All right, 'cause I was riding with my daughter, and I was like, "Look at that!" And then even the little baby looked out the window and saw it. It looked white. She's like, "What is that?" It looked the rain. It looked like white and shit.
Foam and shit.
I'm looking at the tires and it looked like foam coming up under. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Because look, when I got there, it was all hazy. That you could barely see the mountaintops. It was so hazy. All right, and because it was supposedly a bunch of fires and shit.
Right.
All right, and then the rain came and cleared that away, but then you have this weird ass substance all over the damn place, man.
Yeah. Well, I told
you know this Edomite boy.
I told y'all that years ago, man, when I was working out there at the airport, when I first started out there and whatnot. I used to go by on the blue line and this, that, and other, be looking down, and you going through like Damon in California, in that area. A lot of the Northern Kingdom be growing their own shit. And you can look down and see they little things in their backyards and shit. And I went through there, and this one guy used to grow sunflowers, and he had greens and cucumbers and all kinds of shit. And then it rained one fucking time, man, and all that shit was like sickly looking. And ever since that day, when I used to ride through there, even years later, none of that shit had the same fucking robustness to it, man. I was like, what the fuck?
There it is, man. So, you know, this man, like you said, he's gonna put an end to him. So we're gonna get ready to wrap, man. So with that, we're gonna give all praise, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, Kwam Yashirada, Abba Babal.
Concrete shit.
That's why when he was describing, I'm like, yeah, that shit was looking like fucking fun.